Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming. We are here in City Skylines, and a bunch of stuff has changed, as you can, well, see if you look closely. First of all, I zoned this out just to lay out some roads and connect this to the road network. And that was primarily, I did off camera, mostly because I wanted to figure things out. And I'm finding I'm doing a lot of stuff off camera now because it is getting harder and harder to find I guess you could say appropriate content to pack into a 23-minute episode. And I end up doing some random stuff, or over here, I had spent an entire episode doing just doing these things, and it would have been boring for some people, but interesting to others. And I did this entirely off camera, and that's because I had a lot of building and debuilding and construction, destroying and all that to do to get these angles to work out right. Anyway, with that done, I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last episode, but this problem here has been solved. And as you can see, things have slightly changed here, although I'm pretty sure I covered this already, so I'm not going to spend too much time in... Oh, that's a bird. That's a seagull. Cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what was causing that. And one thing I want to come down here for is to take a look at something I added recently. Some new metro stations. And this is the simple inner city metro. I actually have a couple of them, and there are a couple that come in the same kind of collection. There is this one, which is the inner city metro. It's a rather large building to place. As you can see, it can't really fit except here, and I'll plop it down just because to take a look at it. And so yeah, it looks fairly big, and it looks like it has some sort of transit office, or that's just yeah, but it looks quite detailed. It looks nice. It would fit in a downtown area. And one thing about this is that, and if we just refund that one's worth $27.50 or $500. Yeah, cost to build $27,500. Has an upkeep cost of $240 per week. It has noise pollution of 10. Yes, it doesn't create much noise pollution, just because I'm assuming the roof, it kind of blocks out some of the noise. It reflects some of the noise, and it minimizes how much it affects everything. Its downside is its size. It also is big compared to the regular metro station, which is 15,000. So that thing is almost twice as much. It costs the same amount to run, so that's a positive side. On the other positive, of course, it has only 10 noise pollution compared to the 50 pollution of the regular standard metro station, which is only 2x2. There is the simple inner city metro, which is this one over here, and it has a cost of $18,500, so slightly more than the regular metro station. Its upkeep is higher at $277 or $272 per week, but it has 30 less noise pollution. So if you have it in a more residential oriented area, this would be good. This one has 20 noise pollution, so it's a little bit bigger. It's a 3x2. And yeah, it would be even better choice for noise pollution, although it has a cost of $20,000 compared to $15,000, so about 25% more expensive. No, 33% more expensive. Got my math wrong there. And it has the upkeep of $256 per week. This one, yeah, it's the same upkeep. Yeah, this one is beast, $272 per week, although cost $18,500. And so each of them have a slightly different noise value and cost and all that. This was another one I downloaded, and I believe it's a building in Germany. It's been renovated, it's been updated, but it has survived from like the 40s or 50s, I think it is. And so it is unfortunately pretty big, and I'll just throw it down here. Its downside, I tried it, I wanted to put it near here, but when I saw it, it was just like that size. Plus, because the lot of it is that size, what ends up happening is if you want to put any trees around it, you can't. So basically there is a lot of open space there. So if you like your transit center spacious, in this case, it's not so bad. What I might do, if I were to change this, or to suggest the author to make a change, is I'd get rid of this here. And so it'd cut down on its size, because that is pretty deep. So it could be actually hard to find a place to fit it in here, because it just won't fit in these little bit more convenient 8 wide areas. And so, and also it costs $50,000. So while I would have liked to use it, the lack of decorations, like throw a few trees in there, throw some other decorations to fill in that space so it doesn't feel like it's empty. Maybe a path around it, I don't know. But the building, the way it is, it's just... Or even cut down on the sidewalk on the front and back, bring it closer to the road. So you might have, it might be 5 tiles deep or 6 tiles deep kind of thing, rather than 9 tiles deep. Anyway, I did add a metro station. Oh, no. This is the... What is it? Yeah, this is the small inner city metro. It's the one that cost whatever it was. It's this one. Yeah, $20,000 to place. And I placed it here so that I could connect over here. And I do have this splitting off, and I did take my time to make it look nice and make it look like this was kind of, this would be how they would build their tunnels kind of thing. I didn't just, run it off like this, which I didn't run it off like that, which I could have, but, trains don't necessarily make that kind of corner, even though in the game they can. I wanted something that looked a little bit more gradual and made a little bit more sense. And the same thing here, although I don't actually connect this station to this. That distance doesn't really make any sense. This station is for the university after all, so, its stop, it's a spur to there. There's another spur to here. And I believe this I will run going off in that direction. I have this spur continuing along the waterfront, and I am planning... Oh no, I already did it. So yeah, I have this 3 stations in the waterfront here. There is this one, a 2x2, that's the simpler metro. Same thing with that one, and this one is... Oh, they're all 2x2. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's connected to this. So it's a nice long straight run, so anyone coming in by train can take the metro straight down there. I plan to also connect this over to here, but I just didn't get around to it. So that will allow anyone along this area to jump on the metro to get to places like that. And that's the best way, in my opinion, to set up a metro. The metro is a transportation option that allows you to get a lot of people from point A to point B. You don't want to do these little silly loops and other stuff like that. And just take a look at any city, and especially in the real world, there is a monetary cost to dig a tunnel and build a station and run trains and run rail. And in the game, it's pretty easy to forget, like, this is $100 per cell. I can just, go this like this. It doesn't really mean much. $20,000, whoopee, I'm making $20,000 a week. People in the real world don't make those economic decisions. And oh yes, what I love about this map is the fact that these C connections actually go through the map like this. Oh, yes, yes indeed. So I can place cargo harbors, which I'm going to do this episode, and I have a few places I'd want to put them. But I wanted to cover the metro, and yeah, so this will probably continue this way. I'll probably extend this way depending on how I develop here. I may run it through here, and I don't foresee myself really connecting them, because that wouldn't really be the point. So this will go like that. That would probably go run down this way, down to here. I might, after connecting these, run another line down this way, but it's not yet a priority, and I really just have to figure out what I want to do residential wise down here. Yeah, and so these are all connected, and I haven't yet connected them. So that will go straight along like that, and here. And so for this area, because it was a commercial plus residential area, I didn't want to generate as much noise pollution, so I didn't use this one here or this one. And actually what I might do is, for instance, this one, yeah, this one and that one, and actually I could probably change that one up for one of the newer ones. The couple metro stations are the old version. Or not version, it's they're the old model, or not the old model, the game's built-in one. And yes, I have this line coming down here, and so that's what I'll do. I'll run this line to about here, and go to a curve, and I want this to look nice, so I'm going to go like, let's go right there, something like that, like that. Something like that. So now, once I set up a line, which I can do at the moment, this train will run, or metro will train. This metro, which, well, yeah, it is a metro. It is a rail. Will run from down there all the way through here and up like that, serving this community quite nicely. It will take a load off the stations, or off the roads. And one thing I'm going to do, I don't really run them. I don't really want to run them. Yeah, I'll do it. So I'm going to extend this, say, down to here. And then do something like this. For now, this is just temporary. Extensive for being temporary, but, you know, that is it. And look at this. Alright, so that rail line is now connected, and it'd be so much a waste. Although, the noise pollution 50 does not really matter here. Yeah, unless it serves... Do they serve any more or less passengers? I do not think so. Yep. So, over here, I have the 2x3 station. And where is it? Over here. Yeah, I put a second 2x3 station. And I put the next one, yeah, right here. So I got one here, one here, one here, one here. And I wouldn't say putting them any closer than that. Ideally, what you'd want to have is your buses to run and bring people to the metro stops. So I'd have a route running from here, say in here, up here, and I'd have it cross here and 2 stops to allow effective and efficient use of the metro. And yeah, I have to really restructure my metro system as it is. Yeah, there's so much to do in this game, so much to think about, so much you want to accomplish, and I spent a lot of time reworking this I ran the second road down here just to be able to give an alternate route, main route through this area. Otherwise, this road would probably have clogged up. And I plan to add some interchanges here, although I haven't really figured things out. I added some extra roads. I extended this to make it work. And I have another residential area in here that I plan to build. But yeah, everything's looking good. So I did mention that I want to set up cargo. At least I think I did. Cargo station. I have the regular harbor. I just do not have a cargo harbor. And there's a plane. So what I am going to do is... Actually, one thing I wanted to do was set up... This is an oil industry, and it would be... Fortunately, I'll have to move that rail, which shouldn't be a problem. One thing I wanted to do was set up a rail to cargo connection, which I just might do here. That could work with this right here. Alright, so I'm going to build it here. And what I might do is using the currently free terraforming tools is just bring this down. And oh yeah, oh, that's what happened when I had, let's drop it down. And yeah, I press Control Z to fix that, to undo. Alright, that should be good enough. And now I wanted to do or set up a rail to cargo harbor connection. Do I actually have enough space though? And yeah, unfortunately there is no, not with that road there as is, but I can always move it. For now, I'm going to just delete this. And just extend this a little bit more. Alright, so what I want to do is have a rail to cargo harbor exchange point. What I'd really love to see, and I hope Colossal Order does it, or a modder does it, is to have a rail and road connection built into a custom harbor so that deliveries or goods that come in can be put directly on rail that can be sent to another cargo harbor. Until that happens, this is what we'll need to do. And from what I've seen, it does work. Nope. Be nice if you can change this. Unfortunately, you cannot. What I'm going to do is... I'm going to bring it to about here. like that, and I just want to, rather than making a corner, like that, like that. Yes, indeed, they'll maintain their speed. Although, should I... Actually, if I upgrade to maybe we'll see. No. I'll just oh, there. Okay. Alright, and what we are going to want to do is sort of the same thing. Alright, so the goal for this is to have a route that brings stuff into the harbor, or the trucks can come in and then out, drop stuff off, and then as necessary, but also have a route into and out of the area just in case. I'm thinking, no, 2, something like that, and then I am going to connect a 2-lane. Slope too steep. Something like this. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so we got the harbor, we got the unloading and loading station, or roundabout, kind of a roundabout, with access to the roads if needed. Hopefully when cargo comes in here, it will be smart enough to jump onto the rail and get out to the rest of the city. Although at this point, can only get to here, out to there. Although I can set up another cargo harbor there. Yeah, let's actually, I'm thinking probably be a good idea. Rail. Alright, at this point, this episode has gone way over time, so I'm going to end it here. I will figure out a way to connect this onto this section, but other than that, that is my plan and idea. I don't know whether or not this will be functional, whether it'll be used, or if I'll just get a lot of road traffic coming in here and emptying stuff out. Hopefully this will be able to keep up with any demand that actually does come here, and we'll let it just play out and just monitor as needed. And yes, it needs power and water. Fortunately, our water is just right here, so that works out quite nicely. Right there, and like that. So now those should have water and power. And yes, that will definitely be it for me today. Thank you for watching this episode of City Skylines. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and have a good day.